I'm going to tell you a bit about my journey in Thailand. Anyone that knows me knows I absolutely love Thailand. I was working as an English teacher in Thailand in 2019, and the best time of my life up until that point. In October of 2019, I moved home, rightly so, because there was a family illness, and which led to the passing of my grandmother. So I got to come home and spend some time with her before she passed it. She passed in February of 2020, and unfortunately COVID hit just after. COVID hit in March 2020, meaning I couldn't travel back. And since then until now, all I've been able to think about is Thailand. Every day, all I've been able to think about was Thailand. I love the place, love the country, love the people, love the atmosphere, love the lifestyle, love everything about it. So I've been meaning to do a few videos telling my stories and telling you why I liked it. I had loads of adventures while I was over there. So let's begin. I'll begin with how I found out about Thailand. I always knew about Thailand. There was like an old tapestry in my grandparents' house, a Thailand one, and I used to look at it when I was younger, and I wonder what it's like there. Where is Thailand? And what it's like that far away. And the world was just massive to me as a kid, and I'd wonder if I'd ever get there. And surely enough, I did. But I was running an Irish bar in Germany at the time, in Dusseldorf, Germany. I was there for 4 years, and just in the middle of a city, an Altstadt as they call it, drinking, not really having much purpose other than, drinking. I was doing karaoke. I loved that. That was giving people fun, and it was fulfilling me a bit. I was recording music, but I was doing more poisoning people, serving them drink and drinking with them, and in the middle of a city, shit food everywhere, and I just felt like I had no purpose. I felt like I wasn't doing great in life. So I wanted to do something better, and a fella came into the bar. He told me about teaching English in Thailand and what you needed to do, and I said, sure, I couldn't be. I'm not educated at all like that. And he told me what's involved in getting the TEFL certificate and how to go about it, and surely enough, I did. Now, the synchronicities of the universe are just crazy, because as soon as I bought the TEFL cert, the TEFL course, and started doing it, this fella started coming into the bar. A little Thai fella, his name was Boy. His uncle had a restaurant in the Altstadt, and he came in for his few pints of Guinness every evening, picking his brains about Thailand, and he started telling me, yeah, it's a good place, it's worth the move, do it, they love you over there, they love, foreigners. And we were discussing English teaching, and he showed me, yeah, it's a good mood, and he warned me, don't go for women. He said, go for work, don't go for women. I says, yes, grand, taking everything on board. He told me the possibilities of fighting over there and these different kind of things. So the picture of Thailand was really building in my mind as an exciting place to go, with endless possibilities. So that was grand. As soon as I booked the ticket, right? I booked the ticket. I think it was September when I booked the ticket, and I booked it to go in January. So I was going to leave in the early days of January 2019. And as soon as I booked the ticket, went back into the pub, telling everyone, oh, I booked it, it's, that makes things more real. I was telling all my friends, and next thing, these 2 Thai women come into the bar. The things like this give me such faith in the universe. Like synchronicities like this, they happen all the time in my life. And two women came into the bar, two Thai women, and we were just chatting away. I was delighted. I was telling them where I was going, my plans about Thailand. Oh, you'll get on great there and everything, and we hit it off. Now, one of them kept giving me the eye. Like, one of them kept really staring at me, and like just was kind of fixed in a trance. I often, like, I'd be there when I wouldn't be talking to them. I'd go over, I'd be stocking up beer into the fridge, or I'd be pulling a pint, or I'd be talking to someone and I'd just glance over in their directions, because she was hot. Like, she was a hot girl. She'd be staring at me the whole time. She'd be just transfixed on me. So I took the initiative anyway, and I asked them, could we meet for a drink afterwards or whatever. They were delighted. They said so. Well, they were in there for a few hours, and they had loads of shopping bags, Thai women in Germany. And at one stage, the girl that kept staring at me went down into the bathroom with one of her shopping bags and came out of the bathroom dressed she put on one of these dresses she bought. It was a real short dress. Her figure was amazing, and she walked up to the bar, and I was drooling looking at her. And I was kind of letting it be known as well, because there was starting to be a connection there. She was looking at me, and I was looking back, so there was this thing was forming. And I almost felt like, geez, she put that on now, so I'll see her. And I was delighted anyway, so that was grand. They went on and they went to a different bar, and I was going to meet them after my shift. So, to make a long story short, I could go on and on and on and off on tangents here and there, but I ended up meeting them and showed them around Dusseldorf, brought them to the different bars and clubs that I go to, and we had a few drinks. I remember bringing them to this all German place. It's just pure German, where they have the big beer things, the big massive pints of beer, and they dress in the traditional German clothes and stuff like that. And they loved it. They were glad to see this type of German, this style of German and all that, and it's funny to them, and different cultures, and they were having a great time, and the drinks were flowing and the crack was going, and we went to a club and we were dancing, and same connection between myself and Yerwan. I felt there was no hassle at all for the two of us hitting it off or whatever. So we went to a club anyway, and I had Jägermeister, Jaeger bombs, all these fucking drinks and everything, and I leant in for a kiss, and she pulled back. I said, oh no, what are you doing? And I said, jeez, I was getting these signals all the way wrong altogether. And I was a little bit shocked by that. But anyways, that was grand. Got it wrong, was a little bit fucking disappointed, but not overly disappointed. Kind of put her down in my book as a player, kind of a one, because she was giving me the eyes and touchy-feely and stuff like that, but what harm, that's the way it goes. So that was grand. Skipped forward. I had their number, I had both of their numbers, but I skipped forward a few months, didn't think anything about them. They were gone, they were leaving, and I was at my cousin's weddings a few months later, and in the hotel room on the day 2 drinking, next thing I got a text in my phone from the Thai lady. I was like, what the fuck is this one getting in contact with me again for? Didn't think she would have thought of me, kind of thing. And she was coming back to Germany, she wanted to meet me. Could we meet up and whatever. Nice, it's grand. So she came back to Germany, we met up, we hit it off. So I don't want to put the girl's name on blast. I'm not telling these stories to cause any frustration or to cause any fights or anything like that. We call her Ying. So myself and Ying hit it off anyway, and we started hanging around together. Uh, we were involved with each other for a while. Used to go to the bars together, and it was getting full on. Like, every time I went to the bar, she was there, or my friends would tell me that she was in there looking for me when I'm not there and stuff like that. And it was getting a bit too much for me because I had a long, serious relationship in Germany that didn't work out. I was just kind of turned off by relationships, and this was fun. And she knew I was moving to Thailand anyway, and she would be in Germany a lot based on her businesses there. And I kind of took a step back from it, and for my own health, for hers as well. But the funny thing about it was when I kind of said to her that, I can't be as serious as you want, she would tell me that I'm being too egotistical, and why do I think so much of myself that she would want to be so serious with me. And I was like, no, I don't think like that at all. I said, if I didn't feel that I could hurt you by lack of engagement or lack of involvement, it would be grand. But like, you're fairly all around me, and waiting for me in work, and going there checking for me when I'm not there, and coming home with my housemate with him to surprise me, and you're fairly involved in the picture. Like, it was just getting a bit full on, but it shook me because she was kind of saying that she wasn't. So that was a sign of fucking daft. It kind of made me second guess myself a bit. Am I thinking I'm great, or is she really popping up, or what the fuck is going on here? But my friends were assuring me, they're like, no, listen, she's really full on now, and the way you are, you can hurt her, and you're making the right decision by pulling back and stuff like that. So then that was grand. Then she went. I didn't see her for a week or two, quite a while, and she came back to the bar with her friend, and that was grand. She was chatting to people in the bar, laughing and joking and having fun. That was great. I was more power to her. And then the next day she sent me a message like, does it annoy you that I come to the bar? I said, no, not at all. I'm glad to see you getting on with things and everything. Oh, don't act like you're not jealous, and these kind of text messages. And I was kind of like, I didn't respond. I was kind of like, no, I'm not engaging in that kind of stuff. And when I went to the bar that evening for work, she was there sitting outside it with her friend, same friend that she'd be with all the time. And she said to me that she had something to tell me, that she went to another part of Germany to have an abortion for my baby because she didn't want to tell me that she was having the baby in case I'd stay with her, and she knew I didn't want to stay with her, so she wasn't having the baby, she wasn't having me be with her just for a baby. So I said baby, and that's why she went and had an abortion. Now the first instinct I remember at the time was, she's just tricking me, she's just trying to play on your emotions here. And she knew as well that I love kids, and so I was kind of like, oh well, fuck, I didn't really know what to do. And it was like, you should have told me, how can I believe you, show me pregnancies, but I was too late for that, so couldn't do that. And I was asking for proof of when she did find out she was pregnant, and some kind of proof of this abortion that she had in I forget what part of Germany she said to that she went to. So that was fucking cuntish for me. So then I just kind of, after trying to get explanations and it not going well, I kind of just wanted to separate myself from her. So she just didn't stop coming to the bar. She would actually, if after work, if I was having a pint, which I would often do, she would come there, and she would be in her company, but I would be in my company. But there would always be some kind of interaction where she would come near me and she would try to talk to me and try to provoke me or talk to me in something. I often left the bar because of it. I often told my colleagues, can you just please remove her out of my company because I'm going. It was a real messy situation at the end of it. I leave it there for now, because that was my first experience with Thai girls. I hadn't even left Germany. I booked it with 4 months. I got into the whole idea of Thailand with 4 months prior to going there, and this dramatic situation had happened to me by then. But there was excitement in it. There was a life in the situation. Very hurtful situation, but yeah, stay tuned to see how that story falls out, and stay tuned to listen to many more stories. Yeah, we'll leave it there. I'll give you the next one soon. Peace, love.